Hello there. This is a Skoda Octavia Mk3 facelift, and in this video I'll explain, drumroll please, its drive modes. Drive mode lets you adjust how the car's steering feels, how it accelerates and much more, thus fine-tuning it to the road conditions and your personal preferences, and that is definitely worth a drum roll. Welcome to Car Spy TV. Right. The Skoda Octavia comes in many forms, so some have more drive modes and more options within those drive modes than others. Either way, the quickest way to access the drive mode is to turn on the ignition and then press this mode button that's just in front of the gear stick. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. The drive modes now appear on this large screen, and as we can see, my particular car has normal mode, that's what it defaults to every time the engine's started, plus sport mode, eco and individual. Skoda says that normal mode is, and I quote, suitable for conventional driving, which means the features listed here behave in a manner that's suitable for most scenarios most of the time. We'll therefore use my car's normal mode as the baseline to explain the other modes. Is that a good plan? Yeah. Let's therefore switch from normal mode to sport. In sport mode, the acceleration is more aggressive, the steering is heavier, the automatic gearbox changes gear at higher engine revolutions, and there's more engine noise. And guess what? This sport mode isn't just for show. It, like all the drive modes, has a distinctive individual feel, so the differences are immediately obvious. It's also immediately obvious that I need to hoover this car. Just look at the state of that mat. Let's now compare normal mode to eco. Eco minimises fuel consumption. In eco mode, the acceleration is more gentle, the automatic gearbox changes gear at lower engine revolutions, the start-stop system comes on even if you've manually turned it off, and the air conditioning takes longer to cool down the cabin. As for individual mode, simply press the change button at the top, and then you can select your favourite features from the other modes. For example, you can set the steering to sport to make it heavier, the drive to sport to optimise acceleration, but have the air conditioning set to eco to save a little fuel. That's a weird combination, but you get the idea. Now, you may find a Skoda Octavia that, unlike my car, has dynamic chassis control that lets you make the suspension harder or softer. If so, you'll see comfort mode here on the screen too. Comfort mode softens the suspension to make the ride smoother, which is handy in the UK where the roads have more craters than the surface of the moon. As the suspension's adjustable, it can also be stiffened via sports mode, and there are more options in the individual mode, but as I said, not on my particular car because it doesn't have that dynamic chassis thing. Furthermore, the Skoda Octavia Scout, that's the four-wheel drive model that may or may not look like this Scout, has off-road mode. Off-road mode optimises the traction control, anti-lock brakes and other systems to best cope with slippery surfaces such as gravel, mud and my bathroom floor. I nearly fell over this morning. So there's an overview of the Octavia's drive modes. I now need to hoover this filthy mat, and while I do that, don't forget to subscribe to Car Spy TV, that makes it easier to find my other content. Can you also please do me a favour and click like on this video, and as always, you're welcome to visit carspytv.com if you'd like a look around there. That's it for now then. See you next time.